What really happens to a particle when it falls into a black hole? Does it just get swallowed whole, or does something much stranger happen on the way down? In the energy filament theory, the most radical claim is that particles are not simply eaten. They are pulled apart and rewritten into pure energy filaments as they pass through a region called the shredding belt. Textbooks often tell the story as if a black hole were a deep pit. Cross an invisible line, fall to a central point, end of story. In this picture, the third layer around the core is not a hole but an extreme tension band. A ring of the energy sea so violently stretched that it behaves like the universe's most brutal blender. Once any structure crosses into that band, it is no longer just falling, it is being worked on. First it is stretched, its different parts pulled along slightly different directions. Then it is twisted, its internal loops and bonds torqued out of alignment. Finally it is layered and thinned until, like dough being pulled into noodles, the original object is no longer recognizable as a proton, atom or stone, only as thin strands of organized motion in the sea. From far away this looks like crushing, like unimaginable pressure squeezing things to dust. But the deeper reason lives in time, not just in force. The shredding belt is a place where time has been dragged almost to a halt compared to the outside. A particle keeps itself together by running a precise internal rhythm. Electrons cycling, fields oscillating, quarks exchanging their glue in regular beats. As long as that rhythm can complete its cycles cleanly, the structure holds. In the shredding belt, the extreme tension and gravity stretch those cycles. Each internal lap takes longer and longer. The surrounding energy sea is yanking and wobbling the structure faster than its own heartbeat can respond. It is like a jelly that looks solid as long as you gently shake the table. But if you slow the movie down and let each tiny wobble be exaggerated, you see the jelly slumping, tearing and collapsing under its own weight. In the belt, particles suffer that kind of fate at the level of their internal loops. Their stabilizing patterns cannot finish, their timing falls apart. And once the hidden choreography that defines this is a proton or this is an atom is gone, the only thing left for the sea to support is strands of rho-action relays, energy filaments. After that, every elaborate structure you started with atoms, molecules, chunks of rocks, even stars is translated into the same basic alphabet. All the complexity is stripped off and the result is a supply of filaments in the exact format the core stew can use. That is why the inner cauldron can keep boiling indefinitely. The shredding belt acts as a translation gate. Whatever the outside universe feeds the black hole, the belt turns it into a standard language before passing it to the core. Small black holes do this like a high-speed blender. The tension gradients are so steep and the belt so narrow that anything crossing it is shredded almost immediately. Large black holes operate more like a very long pasta machine. The process of stretching and unraveling takes place over a larger region and over a longer time for any given bit of matter. But the outcome is the same. By the time you reach the core side of the belt, nothing retains its original identity. From this angle, the belt is not just a region of destruction, it is the intake logic of the machine. Crossing it is like stepping through a customs checkpoint where everything is melted down and recast before being allowed into the inner economy. Once you see it that way, a black hole stops being a simple sink and starts to look like a very strict refiner. Anything that enters has to be stripped to filaments and added to the central stew. In the next episode, we'll follow those filaments all the way into the boiling core and ask how a single, never-ending pots of tension and threads can drive jets, flares and long-term changes that reshape entire galaxies. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.